Tell me, do you wish your life was sweeter? Tell me, are you losing hope? Friend, you need to stop and read First Peter when you're at the end of your rope. Life's not always sun and flowers. Sometimes it can rain for hours. Peter says despite the showers, we can do more than mope. Let's find our hope. Hey there, we're back again to look at the letter First Peter, which was written by
Peter, one of Jesus' disciples.
and was written to
Christians in the Roman Empire in 5 different areas whose names sound like cornflake ingredients.
The people of the cornflakes,
Christians in the Roman Empire.
who probably ate a great deal of cornflakes.
Probably not, since cornflakes were invented about 1800 years later in Michigan.
Do not rob me of my dreams.
Anywho, the Apostle Peter wrote this letter to encourage followers of Jesus who were going through rough times, to tell them, what?
Where their hope comes from.
Right, the blessings that are stored up for us with God, the forever kind of life with Him in a world with no evil and no hurting.
And God gives Jesus' followers new life. The immediate kind of new life of being friends with God forever.
And gradual kind of new life where God helps us take off old selfish habits and put on new habits of love. A new kind of life.
A new kind of life of love, but not the mushy-gushy kind, the kind that puts others first.
Well said. Let's see what we have next. Who can read 1 Peter chapter 2, verses 1 through 3?
Elephant.
Yep, it's my turn. Emily Elephant. So then... He said so. He said so.
That means something important is coming.
Probably the invention of cornflakes.
Yes, probably not. We've seen this before. Peter talks about something that is true, something about God or about Jesus or about us. Then he says, so, because of this, here is what you should do. It usually means we're going from a belief to an action.
So if you're right, Peter is about to tell us to do something. If you're right.
We will see if you are right, smarty pants Bible man.
Okay, let's find out. So then, get rid of all evil and all lying. Do not be a hypocrite. Do not be jealous or speak evil of others. Put all these things out of your life.
Okay, he was correct.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm not done. That was only the first verse. As newborn babies want milk, you should want the pure and simple teaching. By it you can mature in your salvation. For you have already examined and seen how good the Lord is.
What's with the babies and the milk?
Yeah, are we being called babies again?
Hang on, we'll get to that. But first, get rid of all evil and lying. Do not be a hypocrite.
What's a hypocrite?
It's like a hippopotamus, but smaller and bright pink.
I don't think that's true, but I kind of wish it was.
Me too. That'd be awesome. No, a hypocrite is someone who says we should live one way, but then goes and lives a completely different way. Like if you say, we should help everyone, but then you don't help anyone. That's being a hypocrite.
Is it bright pink?
Depends on what you're wearing. So, getting rid of evil and lying. This is part of learning to love others. Don't be jealous. That's when you have a friend and you don't want to share them with anyone else. Peter says, share your friends. Don't speak evil of others. Sometimes we can get what we want by saying something bad about someone else. We can get ahead by putting someone else down.
Is that loving?
What do you think?
I'm gonna say no.
Nope. Followers of Jesus build each other up. We put others first. That's what love looks like. What's interesting is that Peter says this is something we need to do. The Spirit of God will help us, but we have a part to play too.
What do you mean?
Have you ever had a bad habit?
Like saying things that weren't true?
Or poking your sister in the ear with your claw over and over and over? Not that I did that.
Right, anything like that. When we decide to follow Jesus, our bad habits don't just magically disappear overnight. God will help change our hearts, but it takes practice to change our habits.
And what's with the milk and the baby?
Ah, yes. As newborn babies want milk, you should want the pure and simple teaching, for you have seen how good the Lord is. The Christians Peter is writing to haven't been Christians very long.
Oh, they're baby Christians.
They're baby Christians. Have you ever been around a baby that was really, really hungry?
I have. They can get pretty loud until you give them a bottle.
Right. They really want milk. It's what they need to grow. And Peter is saying to these baby Christians that learning about God and Jesus is like milk for a baby. It's how you grow. So we should be as hungry for God and what He teaches us as babies are for milk, because He is good.
But without the crying.
Without all the crying. This is how baby Christians become Jedi Masters. It takes practice. See you next time.